Why, hello there. hmm I'll explain what this is in a little bit. What this is an absolutely a gift. Actually, not a gift, but it's basically compassion. It's wonderful, and I got something coming up in a little bit, but this is absolutely amazing, and I am definitely going to try this out soon. So I'll let you know. But it actually feels comfortable. It's amazing, and I'm very happy. But hello there. Long time no see. Well, first of all, my name is Chuck Martin from CGM3 Productions. Yeah, normally would say Charlie, Chuck, or wait, what did I normally say? Charles, Chuck, Charlie, Jazz. Okay, put me as a Yankee fan, what have you, and I'll explain that. Probably going to be doing um, another entry, in a little bit. But would you believe this is going to be my 82nd entry? We just round up the bye week from round 33, and we're heading into number 34 this week. 34, would you believe that? 30, doctors, the nurses, even Carmen, my, the caretaker nurse, and we always talk every Thursday or every other Thursday. He says, "You're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up. Keep hydrating," which I have. I've been drinking a lot of water, and it's absolute it's important because it actually, relieves the thing. It keeps the blood flowing and circulating. And and lo and behold, I had blood work done in last week, if I do it. And so the nurses at New York Cancer Blood Center, obviously had to get some blood work done, make sure everything was okay. Um, and obviously the bye week. And obviously it was a huge week. More on that on another entry that I'll be doing, which was very, very fun. It was very, very, it was just bringing out the kid in me again and how we all did it. So anyway, um, yeah, it's absolutely, very, very rewarding. First of all, again, shout out will always go to Project Purple. Okay. Um, Good news. I did send out, this is basically a nonprofit organization based in the tri-state area that's in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and they're based in Connecticut. And kudos going to Xena and whatnot. So this is one of the most comfortable, and I could feel the, you know, obviously it's purple, it's wonderful. I'm representing this because I have pancreatic cancer, stage 4. Okay. Also came up with this as well. I mean, I got another couple other things that I had to show you, but this is really an amazing bag, for it. You can see it right there. Mm-hmm. Project Purple. And again, it's the World Without Pancreatic Cancer. So I'm kind of, basically giving them, all the kudos, and make sure you check them out online. If anyone is going through financial hardships or whatnot in the series, it could be NF, it could be breast cancer, it could be any other things, along the way, cirrhosis or what have you. I'm sure that the Rotarians can help you out as much. And then, like I said, we have an amazing Rotarian family out here. To any smaller organizations like Sparrow's Nest, for the caretakers and cancer patients that really don't know what to eat. Like for me, I keep reminding myself, what do I truly want to eat? I want to eat 3 square meals, or technically 6, to keep myself, invigorated. But the best way I could tell you, do those protein shakes, anything protein rhythm with it. Sure, you can splurge yourself a little bit here and there and whatnot. So, and anyway, as I said before, with the bloodline, the blood, with it. I was really impressed because, you know, it was so hydrated. My we're drinking a lot of water. Believe me, it came out, whoa. I'm like looking at this thing. I'm like, wow, wow. It just went one, two, three. It helped the girls out. So, and yeah, it's just amazing on how it all all it is. So, and we had a very good meeting. And then Dr. Modi, obviously, it was one of those weeks that Dr. Modi saw me yesterday. I said, I thought, I thought we were, we got together. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I was like following the, appointments to the T. And again, my angels are amazing. So, um, from Maria and the front end staff to the girls in the back with the blood, for the blood drive. I mean, obviously, um, Amanda over at at the Blood Center Central to the girls in the back, Lisa, Kiara, and we keep it going. So, and I got to tell you some funny tidbits what happened a week before. So it was really, really heartwarming. And actually, it was like 2 weeks, but it was like really, really a heartwarming situation. So along that line, we're gonna set it up before what happened. So that Friday, it was my mini chemo. It was late in the afternoon. It was also Orange County Fair. Everybody was coming up to Catskills, and I thought I was going to see my life before my eyes because I'm bringing up another point. It was the traffic. It was horrendous. Nobody cared. They sped up. All I'm asking you, please, is to drive carefully. If you're gonna be driving like a reckless person, you're not only you're condoning everybody else, you're condoning the taxi driver and myself. Okay. You want me to go down 6 feet under fast? Mm-hmm. So you better slow it down on the gas. So anyway, getting back to that Friday, um, blood went. Obviously I had my port, and the quartz and the medicine ball coming off, and then this was my very first time of having an iron infusion. Okay, no allergies, no nothing. I'm blessed. I look up. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that. And then that following Tuesday, my numbers spiked up a little. So on that, but there's still a lot of work to be done. I have cirrhosis of the liver through the side effects, and obviously being anemic because of all the treatments that the minimal treatments that we've been having. So this Wednesday is going to be my 34th round, and it's going to be a little longer than expected. So say an extra prayer. Now tomorrow actually, I'm in Middletown early in the morning at a great place at my second home, which is Orange Regional Medical Center in Garnett. And it's funny. It's very funny because I feel like I got a cot over there. It's either I'm getting my contrast done for the abdomen or my ticker needs to be helped. So I have an EKG coming up tomorrow. So, and that's before the before chemo. So we're all squared away. We're all set. Now, I'm going to tell you, fellow, it's a funny story on the next one. So, but yeah, that was the huge thing with this. Now I'm going to be showing something else in a little bit, but let me pass along this. This is a beautiful letter, Project Purple, and it says, please accept this care package on behalf of Project Purple team. We have received your application for patient financial aid. Everyone here is thinking of you and wants to provide comfort in your time of need. This is where I'm starting to cry, and I apologize. I've been consistently good. It's still a long, long way to do it, and I'm trying. I'm doing the best job as I can. So, And then the organizer, Dino Varelli, helped start Project Purple in 2008 when his dad was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer to help other people affected by this disease. Dino's father loved his fleece blanket, and when he was going through chemotherapy, and hopefully it brings you the same serenity as it did for him. Never give up the fight, and this is really good. This is a really important quote because I love this quote. And it quotes, "Never give up the fight, and know that we will be thinking about you and your family as you go through this challenging time. If there's anything we can do for you or your family, please do not hesitate to contact us." And obviously, I showed you the bag. I have another piece of a beautiful piece. It was a razor, and I have like these oils, and then obviously the bag, which was absolutely amazing. And then signed off at the end. Never give up the fight. Best regards, Zena. And she is really wonderful and totally amazing. So it was absolutely my heart. Okay. My heart, right? Obviously with this. So, and then, okay. So it went pretty much that way. I got that during the week. Now, obviously, when I brought up about Sparrow's Nest and of the Hudson Valley, there's a little story on that. I'm going to be showing this, but this is like a preview of what's going to be coming up on that next thing. Obviously, WPDH is celebrating their 50th birthday. So here, this is from the Roofathon. You see it, Roofathon. Mm-hmm. Notice the band. That's all I'm saying. So to the crew, to Sparrow's Nest, you guys are amazing, and I would love to do a little bit more with that. Oh, by the way, I was recently informed about a few weeks ago that a special event for Ride to Survive of Sullivan County be coming out. It's happening November 7th. It's a Saturday night. More details are coming up in the next few weeks, but a shout out to Kara, Rick, and the entire amazing organization that we have here. Ride to Survive Sullivan County helps out, like myself, that needs to go down to little simple errands. It could be medication, or it could be a ride down, or just a friend saying, "Hey, just checking in." So I love you guys. Thank you so much. And it was absolutely just heartwarming about it. And this is like one of the other things. Now going through like some memorabilia, and this kind of hit home because obviously it's been 40 years since I graduated from high school, and I'm going to start my 40th year up in Herkimer County Community College. Um, Obviously, in 1988, in about 2 years, will be my 40th anniversary graduating from there. And this is taken from the Poobie Awards called The End of Time. Now, I'm not going to sing it, but I can hear the guitar from Pete Magnus. He played the guitar, and the one and only Jim Benson. Mm-hmm. His stage name, Jim Benson. I really don't want to get into it, but Jim, Pete, we're generals, and we're green and gold. We're forest green and gold forever. So, and it goes, what can you do with the friends leaving you, and they're going their own separate way? You look back and cry at the times that went by, a jumble of forgotten day. And you're leaving me, and I know it can't be. We've been we've been such a good pair of friends. in our caps and gowns with friends all around, and we yeah, no, it's like I'm trying to remember. I gotta remember to read this, but it was actually this is a really great song, but you know what I'm saying. And it goes at the end, as I leave you today, I have something to say. Please don't forget me, my friends. Please don't forget me, my friends, because I won't forget you, my friend. And at the end, it says, you know, what can it be? The old you and me until the end. When you're old and gray, I'll leave. I'll know you're okay because you're my friend until the end of time. And it's the song. It's lyrically, but it's beautiful. I started to cry again, and it's autographed, and it's absolutely amazing. So, but yeah, it's been a really interesting ride. Now, the reason why I'm wearing this, I'm going to give this another thing. But yeah, 82nd entry, 33rd bye week, going into round 34. What is there to, what's the challenges? What are we doing? We're trying to get myself better. Always raising the bar and making things happen. And I'm going to say this to you, my friends, again with the lines that you raise the bar, get that sip of coffee, have that cup of coffee, have that sip of tea, and wake up and say, thank you above, because that's a win. It's a win that you're up and you're doing everything what you can. And again, my favorite line, obviously, through Gladiator, and what we do in life echoes in eternity, my brothers and sisters. Great line. And then obviously the one, that I created, it's like it's the legacy that we create, the legend that we could all say we have a tribute for. And that's in very much of an obvious way. And obviously from North Carolina State coach, the one and only Jim Valvano. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. You have your friends, you have your best friends, you have your mutuals, you have family. They care about you. And then I know they care about me a lot too. And just be grateful. And his hands, you're going to make it okay. And then one of my favorite lines from a DJ, and obviously from my mentor out of Buffalo State University, originally Buffalo State College. Keep reaching for the star. Oh, wait. Keep your feet on the ground, yet keep reaching for the stars. That's what I'm saying. And that's a really classic line to think about. So yeah, it's been a really interesting week. And by the way, before we end this part of the we end this part of it, I saw a couple of mutual friends. He's like really, we call him Big Russ in high school. Oh, we call him Big Russ in school. You know, tender heart, you know, big guy. And I saw him and his father. And when I heard about the news, it broke my heart, and it really did. So, Russ, and to the entire family, with deepest sympathy and condolences, this is going out for you. When you're in that, and again, everyone gets into that quote unquote dark spot. Just always remember the sweet memories that you have, whether it be a picture, whether it be a cookout, whether it be a camp thing. It's basically that. It's all basically with that. So So that's mainly, and he looked phenomenal. That's going to be on another video. I just want to let you know. So, um, anyway, this is Chuck Martin. Oh, I'll tell you about this one in the next video. So you'll get it. Anyway, this is Chuck Martin of CGM3 Productions. You have an amazing day. And by the way, hello, August. Mm-hmm. Hello, August. You know what I mean. Um, have a great month. You know, be careful out there. Whatever you do when you're camping or when you're driving, just really, please be careful and think of others. Be courteous, be considerate. Most of all, be kind. That's all I'm saying. And that's my update for now until until we meet again. Hopefully, the week we when we do the bye week for the 34th, or a recap of what's happening. So just to let you know, I'm doing okay, doing very well, and I'm sending you my peace, my love, my friendship, and again, it's Chuck Martin from CGM3 Productions. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you very, very soon. Love you all.